everybody, hope you've had a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Today I'm going to be planting out some of my tomatoes because that needed to be done probably months ago. So I've just planted out some of my black cherries that were growing in the toilet paper rolls. And then next is these guys. So these guys here all started out in this cell with these guys. They're doing far better despite their current state than the toilet paper roll method. So yeah, the seedling cells far better. I think the toilet paper rolls are very good, you know, with recycling and use of things around the house when you don't have access to potentially seedling cells. Good option, but I think they dry out way too fast and have actually quite clearly stunted the growth to compared to the other varieties we've got here. So I pricked them out when they were just the first set of leaves formed. Most people say to do it when the second leaves form, so they're a bit stronger, I believe, and then you can pick the strongest out of the two, but I prick them out with one leaf because it gives less root damage. Alright, welcome to my jungle. As you can see, we're trying to create a food forest here, not a weed jungle, but hey, that's the right weeds fill the gaps until you're ready to plant. So I have just pre-placed the TP after it blew down in the wind, so hopefully once we get some plants on it, it's going to really anchor it in. As you can see, we've got the black cherries coming up there, so I planted them as deep as possible because every little hair on the tomato vine will turn into roots. Alrighty, so I'm just going to clear back a wee area here to work with, and then I didn't bring any tools out with me, so I'm just going to dig a nice big deep hole. So I've dug right down here to my bottom wood chip layer, and then to prep my tomato I'm just going to take off the bottom leaves because we don't want them close to the ground because they will be susceptible to disease. I'm going to tip this out into my hand. I'm going to use both hands and pop them in there, and I'll be back. Alright, and there we go. As you can see, we've planted them in right down to that last leaf that I removed, so we have a good 6 inches under this, oh, probably not that much. We got a good chunk of the tomato in the soil, which is going to be awesome because that's going to create a nice strong root system for the tomato. Alright, a few down and a whole heap to go. So we've got the black cherries, then we've got the fireballs, which are half black, half orange. Then we've got golden. Now just planted in the white cherries, which is pretty exciting. So we have this sort of like rainbow kind of effect going on. And then on these last two, I'm going to put in my really sad peas. Hopefully after some water, I'll be able to train them up here and they'll be happy as. I think it's like a tomilo or tomatillo, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but a caped tomato, which I'm very excited to see grow. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed my video. If you have any tips or tricks or advice for me on growing tomatoes, I would love to hear it because I am always learning and growing and evolving, and I would love for you to come along on my journey.